I was like, I shouldn't do it. Like,
you didn't want to screw it up.
It's just so good, you know. Like, it's a song I listen to.
Why?
But,
So tell me why. How did we get to that?
So Interscope, the label I'm signed to, they're producing a movie that is about the life story of Sublime.
Yeah.
So John, who runs the label, said that Bradley's former wife had been talking about me doing Time. And also, funny enough, David Kahn, who produced that album, is the first producer I worked with 14 years ago.
Wow.
And he made my first record.
Crazy.
So I hadn't heard from him in about 10 years, and he gave me sent me a long email, and I didn't know that he had also been talking to people and was like, she should do it. She loves Sublime. And so, there were a couple little things that came together.
Knowing all of that history, what was your feeling when you went to sing it and record it? What was that like?
I was like, I shouldn't do it. Like,
you didn't want to screw it up.
It's just so good, you know. Like, it's a song I listen to, but because also I was going to go down and work with someone I had never worked with before. Actually, the guy who produced the song you just played, Senorita, Andrew Watt.
So good.
He's really, really good, and I've seen him around. Like, he's kind of around at parties and stuff, but we had never worked together. So, I just went down, and he was so quick. Like, he got a couple of Long Beach players up and put the whole track together really fast, and it was one of those things where I listened to it the next day, and I was like, that's actually pretty good, even though it was unexpected.
I take it like everyone else, you read The Great Gatsby in high school.
Yeah, I did. I did read it in high school.
When you got that phone call that they wanted to make you a major part of the soundtrack for the movie, that had to be pretty exciting.
I mean, it's a big deal. Like, it's a big deal for anybody, but it was especially a big deal for me because I've had a kind of an upward battle the last 4 years. So, I mean, when Baz Luhrmann really, really wanted me to kind of be the feature in Great Gatsby, I thought, you know, that was an honor and definitely not something I expected. So, I mean, that kind of helped me out, you know?
She has got the song for the new movie, Big Eyes. Talk a little bit about, for you as an artist, to be able to work on a film. I mean, you did Great Gatsby.
I did.
So, but is this a different process for you?
A little bit. I mean, yeah, now that you say that, I've been really lucky not just to, write for my own records, but to be involved with something like Great Gatsby or Maleficent and now Big Eyes. It's really exciting, especially because it's for Tim Burton, who I loved like everybody else.
What is his process, though? Because as a songwriter, you either sit at the piano or play a guitar to kind of get your inspiration. But when you work with such a visionary like Tim Burton, how does he guide you, or does he hands off, let you do your own thing?
I think there's a lot of people involved in the process because I know the writers. I think they took over 7 years trying to get their rights just for the movie. So there's a lot of people involved. But Tim told me that he really likes to stay involved in the cinematic aspect and let whoever's writing for him do their job. And then if he really loves it, I think he probably plays it for Danny Elfman and sees if it works with the score. And so...
And if anybody, when you see the movie, it's based on the artist named Keane, who is very descriptive. I mean, the big eyes that they were doing. Did you look at the paintings? Did that help forge an opinion for you as you started your process of writing?
Yeah, I didn't remember ever hearing the name, but I saw the images. So it wasn't until I saw the entire movie before it had the music in it that I was really blown away by the story that his wife had really been painting these pictures that had become really famous to the point where they were sold, in drugstores and in supermarkets. But I was inspired by the art. I'm inspired by a lot of artists. It kind of reminded me of Mark Ryden, who is one of my favorite artists now.
So I think we can definitely agree that Lana has become the modern-day queen of movie soundtracks, especially with all of the music that she's contributed throughout the years, as well as television in recent times. And so I thought it would be fun to revisit old interviews where she talks about how these opportunities came about, the inspiration behind writing the music, and how she felt when she was given those opportunities. So this was definitely fun. And yeah, I would like to know, what is your favorite soundtrack from Lana? And who would you want to see her do a soundtrack for?